Betty Mali, Sazo Figa Gada, Baby Unga Hambi.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Nothing But Football.
A place where we celebrate the Europa League.
Yes. I guess the season's over now. We have to deal with our team sins. What we've said over this period of time. But yes, it's another episode of Nothing But Football, a podcast where we try talk football and nothing else. It normally doesn't work, but hey.
Yeah, I give recommendations for websites.
And beauty tips.
No, I give recommendations for websites.
What websites?
ESA.co.za. Go find out.
Jesus Christ. Are you selling your homies out here? Though?
I'm not selling any homies. Redvelvet.com.
Yes, you're a heavy man. All right. Tall guys, actually. I didn't know that it was going to go this way. It's very interesting.
I told you I stopped watching football, so now I have to rate websites on how it looks.
You know what? Do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. But yes, guys, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, I'll give you guys a breakdown of what's gonna happen now. Our episodes won't be weekly as they normally are, as it will be off season. So from now on, we're gonna take the format of actually banter episodes, I guess. It'll be bi-weekly. What do they call it? Is it bi-weekly or do you call it twice a month?
Let's go twice a month. Next thing, bi-weekly means twice a week.
Let's be fancy, dog. Let's say every fortnight.
Yeah.
We've got edumacations.
I won't lie. I've always struggled with that statement. I don't know what every fortnight means. It's not a phrase that I use often in my vocabulary. So
that time you went to school with the fairer race. They say those are the good schools.
Don't get me wrong. When I had to know it, I had to know it. But there's certain phrases. Do you know Afrikaans?
Hey?
Do you know Afrikaans right now?
I know what pass up means.
But all I'm telling you is while you were in high school, your Afrikaans was probably stellar. Right now, the Hond Bluff is your best you can do.
Natuurlijk, eh?
Yeah, natuurlijk. But yes, guys, let me introduce you to the co-hosts. On my left here, got Uncle Curtis. How you doing there, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Testing out your website, so I don't know.
You know, I gotta give recommendations to people. You know, when you don't partake in certain activities, they need an impartial judge to let them know of the quality of material you can find on those websites.
I mean, you could give top streaming sites, you could give Pirate Bay, but you chose your
Everybody knows about Disney Plus. Everybody knows. I gotta go deep in search of the undiscovered.
Do what you gotta
to share with people.
Deep,
it's like me going. It's like me rating OnlyFans, dog.
Deep,
what am I doing besides rating girls that we all know, dog? You gotta go find out what Tube Galore is.
Would you rate OnlyFans? Do you have an account actually?
Nah, I don't have an OnlyFans account. I did set up one. I did follow some baddies for on the free profile because, well, I'm South African and I'm stingy.
Anybody that wants to sponsor Uncle Curtis's OnlyFans page for the OnlyFans review, you know it's gonna be lit.
All right,
hit us up.
Just hold on. Just need to do a little check quick.
You're good, dog. Yeah, you're good, dog. It's just probably just a touch of a chord.
That's. All right, that's going to be a tough editing process, but nonetheless, yeah, guys, on the right, I've got King Don. How you doing there, brother?
What up? I am alright.
No, man, that's good. That's all good, brother. These things always bother me, so you will forgive me, guys, while I sort this out. Fuck it. That might not work. Fuck, it actually worked. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
No, it worked.
Let's go.
No, wait, keep quiet. I'm a genius. But yes. Yeah, guys. Well, let's actually round off the season actually with some footballing news. I'll actually start off with something that I wanted to start off last week, but we actually didn't get the time to talk about. there's a particular fixture or result that I actually wanted to talk about. Because if we look back at the table standings, I'll actually just review them now. So this is how the final table standings went. First place, it was Manchester City.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Listen, that's their game. That's what they do. Champions League is their what do they call it? Kryptonite.
Kryptonite, yeah.
Champions League is their kryptonite, but here they boss all of us. And then second place, it was Liverpool. Valiantly fought, shame. We'll give them that. It came down to the wire and City picked up a vital win. Third place, Chelsea. No one was competing with them because the other kids at the bottom were, I don't know.
They decided to match fix in the Premier League and Arsenal stopped competing.
You wanted. No, you wanted. No, take it. You take it. So yes, it went that way. It went down to the wire. Then fifth place, Arsenal, Europa. Sixth place, Manchester United, Europa. Shame.
There we go.
And then seventh.
Catch us on Spurs Day nights.
Yes. Hey, bro. The name might start to change soon.
You know?
Oaks are disrespecting themselves. But yes, guys. So the one fixture I wanted to deal with is the previous week's fixture that actually changed the tie, basically. Mm-hmm. That was the game on Monday the 16th. I think we went up against Newcastle United. That's, for those of you that are concerned, it was Newcastle United versus Arsenal at St. James's Park. That score was 2-0. So I thought we didn't get to talk about it much last week. I don't know why I didn't bring it up, but I figured let wounds heal. So I think now it's a safe space. We can finally talk. So let me ask you, Arsenal supporter, about the game. It ended up 2-0. Any comments?
That was bad management. Simple as that. Saka played 38 games. He looked tired. He should have been benched 4 games ago. Better squad rotation. I think we get better results in some of the other games.
Yeah.
So I hope he doesn't repeat the same mistakes next year, but it was just bad squad rotation. His substitutions were very predictable. Oh, Saka's coming off. Smith Rowe is coming on. Oh, Smith Rowe's starting. Oh, Martinelli is coming off the bench. It was literally the same substitutions week in, week out. And it's the same type of player, basically.
Yeah.
Don't give anything different. It's like a pep team. Whoever comes off the bench is just going to play the exact same system, just with more energy.
All right. Then let me turn it over to you, Kingdom. From this result, do you think this was where everyone we dropped vital points. But did you think at this point that, considering Tottenham's form, did you think there was a chance Arsenal could make it, or did you just think, bottle again?
Newcastle was coming into form, or, was coming in on form, and it showed. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but they were the better team in that game for me.
That game, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was that bottling job. I don't know if I'd call it a bottling job from Arsenal, because that was always going to be a tough game. You know what I mean? That was always going to be a tough game. Going down 2-0 when you have so much riding on it is sort of hard to take, but Newcastle was a better team. It's pressure, Phil. Those last couple of games of the season, you all have got a young squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's on some, you just took 2 or 3 to Spurs the game before. So you can imagine how much pressure these boys are under. You can imagine. I mean, you haven't been in that scenario, too many times. That's just keep it 0-0 until 60 minutes and then, outdo it. Don't try to win the game at the start.
Yeah.
That's how it could have been anything. But for me, Newcastle was a better team.
No, I agree. I also found it very ironic that the guy who scored the goal that put the nail in the coffin, Bruno Gomes, is the guy we essentially were going after, for most of the summer transfer window.
Sure.
Yeah, so I found that to be a bit ironic. I don't know, maybe justification for him for choosing Newcastle, but I guess we'll see which is the better project next year. One more question. Well, actually not really a question. You kind of summed it up, I think. From the point of view where you're saying that the manager was at fault here.
He was the manager
Over the season.
I won't talk about match fixing that happened before, but I blame the manager. Over the length of the season, the manager let too many mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Not for me not to be able to blame him.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll move on to Manchester United. I think their demise is way too long.
These guys cost me $3,000, dog. Screw your team.
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
They couldn't even score one goal.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what I was.
Bet on this team after the whole season that's been
Not
going.
to win,
You
not to
bet
win.
on the.
Not to win.
They lost.
I thought they would lose 2-1. They couldn't score
sure.
one goal. They lost. They kept a clean sheet.
So yes, guys, if you guys didn't catch that game, it was Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. That was 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha scoring. Then let me ask you, Kingdom there, from a point of view of Manchester United, does this game sum up the season that you've had? And by season, I mean post Ole?
Ah, it's with Oli. We were taking L's with him also. That's why he got fired.
All right.
But yes, I really think it does, right? In so many ways, right? This game, again, the opposition looks better than us. We've got a squad that's how many players in the top 10 paid in the whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Crystal Palace has got a decent squad, but it's nothing compared to ours on paper. You know,
Yeah.
but again, they look like the better team. Again, I don't even know what the possession stats are, but we were terrible in possession. In midfield, we couldn't get the ball moving as normal. Even the goal they scored is Bruno hits some ridiculous long ass pass, but backwards.
Yeah.
And then Zaha gets it, and he just Lindelof and who was that right back? Dalot. The defending was just terrible. I think just as usual from the season. But although obviously the game we got to get Hannibal Mejberi got a start, which was good.
Come back to you.
Which was good. So hopefully these boys get some chances next year. We've actually got some decent young players. So I'm glad the season's over now.
Uncle Curtis, from your point of view, we can kind of try and bash United and say this was a game that they took, but I think they also took a couple of risks by bringing in some fresh new blood, also giving like some of the old players at least a last hurrah before they leave. So I'd say, should we take that into account? And also, does it look bright for the youngsters of Man United?
So just before you answer, if West Ham's loss is why we're in the Europa League, as in if West Ham did what they were supposed to do, we'd be in conference. It was a game we went into saying, let's just get the points so that we're in Europa League.
Yeah.
So, yeah, speaking on what Lucas said over there, it was very foolish, man. That could have backfired. They could be playing in the Europa Conference League final next year instead of Europa League like Mourinho is this year. He wins that competition with Mourinho. They're going to say he's back at it. I'm not going to rate that. Man, he's playing against Feyenoord. When's the last time you heard about Feyenoord?
Hey, that's still a flex. He's going to, if he wins it, he would have won all the European competitions.
Don't tell me about poor man's trophies.
No, the Champions League is in it. How?
Yeah,
Twice.
But I'm talking
Not
about
telling you about
don't tell
poor
me
man's
about
trophies. I'm just telling you he's won them all.
Yeah, don't tell me about poor man's trophies, dog. It's like what is that? The UEFA Cup match winners. What?
Cup Winners' Cup.
Cup Winners' Cup. Don't tell me about poor man's trophies, and nobody cares about that thing. But either way, as I was saying, man, like, lucky for them, and screw them for costing me $3,000.
Lucky.
Opportunity cost gone. Guys, we could have hit the club tonight, man. Could have been at the pinnacle. Just pa.
Interesting.
I love it. We've got a wild Uncle Curtis. I'm ready for this guy. Actually, you just gave me energy.
So yeah, no man. But besides that, I think you guys summed it up. For me, the only problem I have with you Man United guys, this new praise for this Hannibal Mejberi guy. I don't like. I've watched some of his stuff. He's a little mull in the court, but you guys, it's like you're looking for that Rooney-like guy, because I've seen him play. He's got anger issues.
All these highlights I've seen are him busy hassling players. Not on the ball, not passing, not shooting, just him making tackles. And it's like, my man.
You know what it is? Because that physicality is nowhere else in the squad all of a sudden. So he comes on against Liverpool, wrecks Naby Keita, and it's like, somebody tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
but yeah, that kid's got a hot head.
Yeah.
But I love it.
You know what I'm happy about in this season's Premier League? All that match fixing by the Premier League over there got Burnley relegated.
Yes. Funny enough.
White lives matter no more.
No, I wasn't going to talk about that. We can talk about the relegation battle, but I was going to say, because of I think the Tottenham game with a suspicious penalty was given, the one that basically put them on track to, taking the Champions League position. I think it kind of summed up the next thing that I'm going to say, that
you're stating it like it's a given that decision is.
Huh?
Are you talking about the penalty against you guys?
No, not against us.
Okay,
Against Burnley.
I'm talking about the one against Burnley.
Okay,
the only goal, the only goal they had, which is a little bit suspect. But yeah, I was going to say that after the review of basically the season, it seems as though there are no Premier League refs in charge of VAR or 100%. Even touching VAR
for the World Cup or for the whatever.
Not for World Cup.
For World Cup, yeah.
So yeah, it seems as though the experiment of the Premier League and VAR was unsuccessful. I think we can all agree.
What do you mean experiment? They were just terrible refs like they've always been.
Like they've always been, yeah.
Okay. No, but I think for a change, I can't look and say it's just you guys. Because normally even Uncle Curtis might have some quirky things to say. But I think this season was just the overall terrible time for reffing. In terms of VAR. It's not like they chose someone in particular. I think they kind of kept it exciting, as in like how it's going to end. Yeah. They could screw you guys over, then decide, no, Arsenal same. They need the win. Leave them. This call is unfair to them. Next week they're screwing over Chelsea. Yeah. But yeah.
So like it's I think after the season about 3 referees retire.
Yeah.
Right? So they're already getting old and stuff.
Bad news is they're going into VAR.
Hey?
They're going same refs that are Mike Dean is going into VAR.
Okay.
They're going into like the what's it called? Head positions in VAR.
Doc, can it get worse?
I think it can, actually.
I think it can.
You think those unknown people will end up being better than at least referees who have been on the pitch?
My problem with
I'd say rather them, bro. I'd say rather them.
Doc.
I'd say rather them.
Lucas, do you take back your cheating girlfriend or experiment with a new woman?
No. But if you're taking somebody back and you've had a dating history with them, then you at least know who you're taking.
But you taking the cheater back or you trying something new?
No, but that's not the same.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing because they're coming from an experienced perspective into doing something. It's not a new for.
You clearly don't know this dog eat dog world. I know what you're saying, but I think I can. At some point, I'm saying, Mike Dean is going to be horrible. But the one thing about that.
No, I was just going to say to his point, it would be taking your cheating ex-girlfriend back as your side. Because they're not coming back to the same position. So I just had to drop there.
No, because I could argue and say that, maybe they must just give Mike Dean a chance.
Screw those niggas, dog.
Just think about it. The fact that now you've started to bring it up as in like, okay, maybe VAR with an experienced ref will give them kind of a better perspective. Maybe Mike Dean, because we've had many situations like that where the VAR ref suggests that, hey, go look that up, and then the senior ref says, nah, I'm good. I saw what I saw, and it's happened a lot. But the thing that's also going to raise another point of mine, that I think we need to start having audio from the refs, because I think the commentators can hear what the refs are saying to each other, but why can't the fans hear?
Dog, the commentators can hear.
Yeah. A lot of the times in the season, you'll even hear the commentator telling you what the refs are saying.
Okay.
Yes. They'll say, yeah, he's just given the penalty. Then 5 seconds later, they give the penalty. So I think that's the best thing for me.
Dog, how you gonna match fix if we're sharing audio live?
Yeah, transparency. That's what I was gonna say.
There'll be they remove transparency this season with showing of the offside lines and stuff like that. Man, it's gonna be tough, man. So I don't think we're ever gonna get there.
What, good VAR?
Yeah, in England now.
Yeah.
VAR is the basic. It's only in England where VAR is a problem.
Yeah, because these guys are shielded when they make mistakes.
Yeah, man. What can I say? But screw that team. Screw that league.
Yeah. Side note, if you guys are curious, the Zuma cat situation actually, the court case actually happened, and it seems as though Zuma has pleaded guilty to his offenses. He's not fighting it. He's willing to take the punishments, which might mean possibly that that the punishment might be lighter because he's acknowledging his wrongdoing. But any thoughts on this? You think it's good that it's ended?
Honestly, towards the story, I don't really care.
Yeah, no, to tell you the truth, I stopped caring after a while.
Take animals away from him, sharp.
Yes.
Done.
Yeah, no. But yeah, jail time, you think he should
Jail
get?
time for kicking a cat.
Hey, bruh. You
Hey,
know,
Joe, man.
you know where it is, bruh.
Okay,
We have animal insurance now, so you know what it is.
No, I hear you. I just think there's worse crimes in the world. So probably in England too.
He must just move to China and can eat cats, dog.
Fair enough.
Wow. That is...
Showing you how ridiculous that law is.
No, that's quite a statement to make. That is extremely inappropriate.
It's not inappropriate. Why do we eat chickens?
Hey.
Chickens
it's
are
your
animals.
opinion. It's your opinion.
I'm not going to eat cats.
Say what you want. It's your opinion, bro. I just had to point out.
Oh, no, okay, fine. No, let me say dogs, because, yeah, you don't fuck with cats. I watched that documentary. My life could end tomorrow.
Exactly.
You don't fuck with cats.
That's what I was gonna leave your handles somewhere in the right corner. Don't worry. If you were insulted, go on YouTube and find this man. But yes, guys. I'm trying to actually remember. Has the Premier League Young Player of the Season been determined?
Yeah,
I think it is Phil Foden.
Yeah, that fans one has come out. That
No,
one
no,
we're
no.
talking about, that's the fan votes.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's
the club captains.
it's Foden and then De Bruyne, player of the season.
So
but
fans,
They both don't deserve it.
That's the fan voting one.
They both don't deserve it.
I agree. But yeah, people voted. Clearly, Liverpool fans.
that's what I was gonna say. You old school guys were complaining here, not voting though. I voted though.
And that one's in the hands
vote
of the
is your
people,
voice.
dog.
Huh?
The votes is in the hands of the people, dog.
Your vote is your voice.
Have you heard some football supporters? You're going to put it in foot supporters' hands. Those niggas are dumb.
Dog. But that's why I say your vote is your voice. Did you vote?
Did you vote?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then you have a right to come. No, yes, you do have a right to come.
Nah, you should have told people what to do, dog. Maybe you're wrong.
I'm not wrong, though. I told y'all Brentford will survive. Was I wrong?
Yeah, you were right there. You've also got other things 100% wrong.
Oh, it's like what, dog? Like what?
Like this one.
I didn't get that one wrong, dog. I told you, football fans are stupid. They voted for a man who only had half a season.
So if they agreed with you, you would have said yes. Wow, good on you guys. And then if they didn't, it's football fans.
Dog, in this life, dog, whenever you want to make the right decision in life, call Chris. You can call him on 079 341 28. Yeah, you'll figure out the last two digits and I'll give you right advice. You could be the next CEO of whatever company you're working for.
Uh-huh.
You're a brave man giving out your number to strangers. I hope they find you. I hope they spam you.
I hope some guy named Phineas sends you nudes, bro.
I hope they spam you.
I only gave 8 numbers, dog. There's 2 missing.
I also think we should discuss. No, actually, we're not gonna spend time discussing Son. So if you guys have been paying attention, the Mbappe deal seems to have been wrapped up. There was a lot of talk.
He signed the thing.
Yes, there was a lot of talk about where he's gonna end up. Real Madrid, I think, hyped up their offer.
Broke boys are complaining. Real Madrid broke boys FC are crying, dog.
So yeah, in no, summarizing it up, how much was he gonna get? I think they were offering him about. Yeah, it was the same, wasn't it? About
something like that.
About 4 million a month. No, it might have not been. I don't
Cause-
know.
No, the big difference was a sign-on bonus of 300 mil for him.
Oh yes, I think the salary wise they were quite similar, and then yeah, I guess they gave him keys to the club, Mbappe. So he's staying in Paris now. The Real Madrid, not the Real Madrid, the La Liga president has now come out and said this is illegal, this shouldn't happen, whatnot.
This basically rocks the fabric of football.
Yes, it rocks the fabric of football. And then the PSG president basically came out and said, nah, we're tired of you guys. Every time when Madrid comes knocking, we must just lay down and accept it. So they're basically saying we're going to, every time, especially you Spanish teams, every time you do something, if we've got the finances, we're going to fight you guys. I think it also it happened with the Neymar deal. That was the first conflict between
when they gave him the money and they're like, "Hey, you go pay your release clause over there."
Sure.
Between Spain and, but it's also because apparently that happened because Barcelona tried to get Verratti in a dirty way. And then,
I have no respect for Spanish clubs, man.
no, because I won't lie. I've hated the way they try sign guys this season.
Because that's the thing, man.
They're going off a lot on tradition. I look at how they signed, how they signed Adama Traore. The fact that I think he was going to get 70,000 pounds a week at Tottenham. And I think he ended up taking 17 at Barcelona because he's a product of La Masia.
Wasn't he on loan?
Yeah?
He was on loan.
Yes, but he was meant to get signed. He's getting 17,000.
They only signed him in January, right? This season on loan. Yeah,
but you understand the pay cut, like, because they encouraged him to basically be
Take a pay cut.
loyalist. They said, hey, Barcelona needs you. They did the same to, I think, Aubameyang just wanted to leave. He basically terminated his own contract and said, I'll go that side. They tried to do the same to Ousmane Dembele, where they basically said, hey, be an upstanding guy.
Yeah, take less money.
They wanted to sign him to sign a new contract and take less money, but they were going to use him to get more money. They were going to sell him basically afterwards. And that's why he didn't want to sign. And then once Aubameyang came, their chemistry became a lot better. So it was like, oh, okay, this guy's back now. Because I think he kind of did claim a lot of the top assisters awards. But yeah, good on what's happening at, I think. But yeah, long story short, Mbappe signing with, taking over PSG.
Yeah. So look, from just purely footballing perspective, right? Mbappe is 22. I think he'll be 23 into the next season. I think it's a very good move from a football perspective. He's king of Paris. By the time this next contract finishes, he's 25, 26. Yeah. He's still got another,
the way I look at it,
10 years or something in his career.
I saw a lot of comments of football fans saying that he doesn't care about his career. What. Hey, yo, man, if Mbappe brings the Champions League to Paris, there's no achievement that can top that.
Legend status.
That's legend status.
That's legend status in the city.
And then,
which he already has, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and not even Ronaldinho could do that at PSG. And then
was
he's
a
still
different club then, yeah.
Yeah, but he still moves on. He's 26. He has a pick of his clubs in Europe.
Yeah.
Going to Madrid is the easy route out, if you're being honest, when you want to win Champions League.
Of course.
Going to Barcelona is the easy route out when you want to. Going to Man United, it's the easy route out because it's clubs with status. No, not right now, but you get what I'm saying.
I was about to say,
I was like, I'll take it, but
I was just about to say that.
But you get what I'm saying.
Thing you've said.
You see, you can, but you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
It's the easy route out compared to, hey, yo, man, go to PSG, win the Champions League there. Hey, yo, man, go to Atletico Madrid, win the Champions League there.
And also that conversation of talking down on PSG makes no sense to me. They last year, final of the Champions League last year, regularly quarters or whatever in the trophies on end.
The funny thing is people are saying it's a farmers league. It's not competitive. He's going to continue winning. Hey, yo, man, then go speak to Robert Lewandowski over there by Bayern Munich.
Sure.
In Germany, the last 10 champions are Bayern Munich.
All Bayern.
In France, last season was Lille.
Sure.
A couple of seasons ago was Monaco. In France, there's been 4 different champions in the last 10 years compared to Germany.
Sure.
So go speak to those Bayern Munich players before people start criticizing PSG. Because PSG, that league is competitive. They don't win every season.
So the Madrid offer for Mbappe let him keep his image rights, basically. So when his image gets used, it's him that owns it. So I think the PSG thing is some sort of split between them, but that also is where that big sign-on bonus is coming from, because they also sort of had to compensate him to be like, hey, the revenue you're going to lose, here you go.
When did it start happening like that? That clubs just own your image rights?
It's always been like that.
No, but I think this started once the commercials. But do you understand how messed up that is?
Clubs have always owned image rights. It's just that players started getting more star power and then started saying, nah, I'm not selling my image rights anymore.
Yeah, bro, because I think that's crazy.
Because David Beckham didn't own his image rights up until way later in his career.
Yeah.
Image rights being a thing is a new thing.
But you know what I'm saying? It was just the default thing.
Because the club would own it, but you would get a share of the revenue from it. What percentage it would be, I don't know. But it was generally because your image right was marketed through the club. It's not you as Mbappe at Dolce Gabbana. You know what I mean?
Which is
you
why
as
Yeah.
from the Real Madrid, on a PSG poster, on a whatever. So it was PSG.
But this is what I'm saying. This is probably more in the 2010s time.
Sure.
Because I remember many a times.
Blame Mino
Raiola. No, like Boots, whatever.
Boot deals.
If you sign to a Boot deal, those are the guys who own your images.
No, image in relation to Boots.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they literally throw you in an Adidas outfit. Remember those days of the Predator Pulse, whatever? Wouldn't you argue that back in those days, the image rights were owned by...
No. It's very technical.
No. Because that is specific to the, it's a sponsorship at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that is, you
can't wear Nike.
You're your brand ambassador. Image rights is my pictures there get paid.
So club takes money. Oh,
sure.
You want to use them in an Adidas ad?
Sure.
Bring it here.
Adidas is sponsored content. We pay you for.
Yeah.
But if my pictures used.
Okay.
It's like the Spanish clubs. Spanish clubs more often than not used to actually give their players the image rights. So hence Messi got the tax fraud, whatever. It's from his image rights. Ronaldo from his image rights. Ronaldo actually even sold his image rights. That's part of why he's so rich.
Yeah. No, he sold them for big bucks. I actually watched some weird documentary about it where they were saying that was the cleverest thing he's done.
Yeah. To that guy that hired Gary Neville at Valencia. Peter Lim or something.
Yeah. No, man. But looking at other England news, I think the English squad has just been announced.
For the
friendlies.
There's like 4 games, huh? I haven't seen it, yeah.
Yes.
Must be a big squad, I'm sure. Hey, no, England, yes.
I actually think, let me check, because I want to maybe just call out the numbers.
Don't you want to talk about it in the second half, though?
I think we can.
I need to top up on my drink over there. I'm sobering up.
England squad, what?
Well, you were there on the article.
England squad announcement. That one breaks it down too robotic for me. It breaks it down about a guy's life story. I don't want his life story. So, yes, I think the guys basically who are uncapped, it's Jared Bowen after the season he's had. I think he deserves it. James Justin, that's a tough one because he's been injured half the season. But I think last season, previously, he was quite decent.
Yeah.
Fikayo Tomori finally got his England call-up.
He's been in the squad before.
No, but I think he's been in the friendlies. So it wasn't... I don't know if he actually got a cap. I
think he has. I think he has.
Yeah, he might have. But Ben White, obviously. But I'm just looking at the squad. Do you think it's deserved that Tomori makes it after the season he's had?
He's the champion of Italy, so I'll give him that, and he's black. But other than that, I actually don't care about the England squad.
All right.
Being honest, like, it's friendlies. It's not the World Cup.
Yeah.
I'm not really. These friendlies are not going to do anything.
No, but I guess they're sussing out who can, make
even
those.
Between now and the World Cup, man, that's a long time, man. This does nothing.
I think this is they're trying to suss out who really deserves the place.
Yeah, so it's close enough to it, and it's I think it's 3-4 games. well, they are kind of friendlies, but there is something to the games. I think it's the Nations League.
Yeah.
Or some of the games are the Nations League. So I think it's okay. When I don't know how many times they'll link up before the World Cup. So
yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense to sort of bed down your squad, check some other players. He doesn't want to pull a Sven and pull a 16-year-old that nobody's seen play.
Yeah.
Let's at least have seen them,
No, fair. But yeah, I think we can just leave it there for now. Take a break, top up our drinks. I don't know what else we do. What would we normally do in the break? Like, I'm just thinking. We don't need a behind the scenes. I think we just laugh.
During the break is when Uncle Curtis gives us beauty tips, but he doesn't want to tell you guys.
Yes.
But yes, do you see how pretty he looks? Look at Lucas's lovely shape.
Tomorrow's got 2 England caps.
Oh, does he? Okay. Still qualifies not to, to jump ship.
Age. It's the number of caps before you're 21. That's that. He's over 21. As in you can make that change under 21. That's why Grealish could play for North whatever, one of those countries, and then still switch over to England.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, guys.
Yeah,
Let's take
I'll have to check.
There's an age. Now
I'll have to check. But
and it's competitive games, yeah.
Isn't it something as well that there's
they've changed because there's a time period for.
They said if it's like
if it's
it
not
has to be important games or something.
Yeah, as in you get locked in with competitive games.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, no, guys. Thanks so much for joining us for part 1. Spotify users, stick around. We're gonna jump into part 2. YouTube guys, click on the link right above us, and then we'll catch you in part 2. But yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Cheers.